Good morning.
The latch on that back gate of yours is really starting to squeak. If you like, I could oil it for you later.
Yes, please do. The mistress would also like you to shorten her walking stick by an inch when you can.
Again? Has her fever gone down at least?
Yes, she doesn't seem to be ill anymore, but she hasn't had any appetite for days.
Well, I suppose us old folks don't snap back into shape as quick as we used to. Sugar, a pound of tea, a pint of vinegar, and a quart of milk should always be stocked. Red lentils, broad beans, and shallots are cheapest at the greengrocer's in Covent Garden. You are going to make a wonderful wife someday.
I was told to give you this. Here.
Thank you again.
My pleasure, miss.
Breakfast?
Won't you try to eat a little bit at least?
I'm afraid that I still don't have much of an appetite.
Please, just try a mouthful and see how it goes.
Fine, but just the soup. Let me guess. Did you get another letter from young Master Jones? You wear your heart on your sleeve, my dear. What beautiful weather. I wish I could take a long walk in Hyde Park today. What a pity.
I'm confident that the lovely weather will hold out until your leg mends.
Let's hope. Where's Al?
Apparently there was something wrong with the latch on the gate, so he's gone to fetch some supplies.
I see. Oh. That's twice today. It's been stopping so often lately. I used to wind this 15 times every morning for Doug, and I've kept doing it out of habit for all these years. At this point, I've been winding it for myself far longer than I was winding it for him.
Really? Shall I take it in to be repaired, ma'am?
Please do. Thank you.
Of course.
I see. She hurt her leg, did she?
Yes.
You know, my father fell into the Thames years ago and came out of the ordeal as hardy as ever. He was a tough old sod. But when he hurt his leg, it was the beginning of the end. Unfortunately, you will have to leave this here.
I see.
I remember Mrs. Stoner from ages ago. She and her husband used to come here often. Here, my regards to your mistress. I hope she gets well soon.
Thank you.
I will keep trying to convince my father until he understands how serious we are. In the meantime, I ask that you trust me and be patient.
Mr. William?
Can you inform me when my father returns? I'll be here.
Of course, sir, as you wish.
Where's India?
Who knows?
I've been meaning to ask you, Prince Hakim. You must think Indian women are the most beautiful in the world, right?
Vivi!
Well, I certainly did until recently. But then I came to London, and at last I saw the error of my ways. You're all so lovely.
Do you mean that?
Why, there's an exceptionally gorgeous lady right in front of me.
No need to flatter me, Prince Hakim. Huh?
My apologies. I'm honored, of course, but I'm already spoken for.
That's a true pity.
Grace gets all the suitors and I get nothing.
Show me. India.
Oh, wait. Let me see.
By the way, Will. I noticed you've been sending an awful lot of letters recently.
Letters? To whom?
It's obvious. To Eleanor, right?
To Eleanor? No, they're a business matter.
Who else could you possibly want to send letters to?
I said they're for business.
Emma?
Hakim.
Emma? Who's that? What's she like?
What's she like?
Have I met her and I didn't even know?
You haven't.
Is she a duchess or a countess, perhaps?
That is far too optimistic. She's the daughter of a baronet, I'd guess.
You're both wrong. She's a maid.
She's a maid.
You mean that?
For now. She's a maid for now.
You're lying.
Why would I do that?
You're serious?
Of course I am.
Will, have you lost your mind?
You're a fool. I have long tolerated your buffoonery, but even for you, this is far too much.
If you expect us to accept this, you're in for a fight.
This is entirely inappropriate. Even a child could tell you that.
All right, that's enough, the both of you. I won't have you quarrel.
There's an exception to every rule. Love can be found anywhere.
Do you honestly think that's the issue here? Never mind your heart, try using your bloody head for once. You have no grasp of the situation.
Quite frankly, Arthur, you're the one in the dark.
Doesn't your family matter to you? We have a reputation to uphold.
I don't think your input is necessary, Vivi.
I'm not done yelling at him.
Where are you going? This conversation isn't over, William.
Then we shall continue after I've spoken to Father.
You're going to tell Father about this girl?
If you want my approval, you shan't have it.
I knew what your position would be, but I'm telling you nonetheless.
Drop it.
She isn't like other maids.
I'm not doubting the quality of her character, William.
Then what?
You realize that a wife has many important duties to fulfill, don't you? For example, organizing dinners, balls, and tea parties. She has to converse appropriately, display the correct manners. She must be educated and speak the Queen's English. Can a mere maid accomplish all of that?
There's something you told me a long time ago. You said that nobility is bred, not born. Does that not hold true?
What I meant is that if you train a horse properly, it can become a champion. But that does not mean a cat can become a horse. Some things cannot be changed. If you insist on pursuing this matter further, I'm afraid you will find yourself banished from the ranks of the gentry. You have a responsibility to uphold. A responsibility to your brothers and sisters, to Stevens, to over 100 servants in our employ. You also have the history of the Jones family, built up through the efforts of our predecessors. Did you not consider these things before you reached this decision of yours? Are you going to abandon these important responsibilities of yours to indulge in some selfish desire? Is that the kind of man you are? Let me put it this way. What you're doing is attempting to graft a reed to an elm tree. Elms belong on hills and reeds belong by the water because that is the natural order of things. You would do well to remember this, son. Anarchy is not freedom.
I thought you might feel better if I wiped you down with a wet cloth.
I'd hoped I was finally on my way to recovery, but it seems I overdid it a bit.
Your walking stick has been adjusted, by the way.
You seem gloomy. You've been so happy lately. I wonder what could have gone sour in such a short time. Happy one day and glum the next. Young people certainly keep busy.
Mr. Jones. He wrote and said he would speak to his father.
I see.
He told me he wouldn't give up until his father consented. But I know that's impossible. I got carried away, but when I think realistically, I realize that the divide between our classes is too great. There's nothing to be done.
Things will work out. You're special.
He seems upset. Do you think something happened?
Are you sure you want to sleep here?
Of course. It should be more convenient this way. I think it's time to go to sleep.
I really am getting old, aren't I? Just talking to myself.
See you tomorrow, Mrs. Stoner. Sleep well.
Good night, Emma.
Do you have an appetite at all?
I'm afraid not.
Try and eat a little bit of something you fancy. You really shouldn't skip meals entirely.
Is there anything else I could do to help her?
You've done fine. I'm afraid there's no cure for old age. Keep those spirits up.
Thank you. I'll try my best.
I can't eat it.
It's all right. Oh, how about some fruit? Just a bit?
I really don't think I can. Is Al here?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell him to come and see me? He stops by every day and sneaks off without so much as a word. Is the man too lazy to climb the stairs to see me?
I'll go get him. Hello. Mrs. Stoner would like to have a word with you. Excuse me? What's wrong?
Nothing. I was thinking it might be nice to plant some roses here.
Roses?
I have a friend who sells them. I could pick up some bushes from him, I bet. Old rascal. Owes me a favor or two.
Please do. Thank you. We could set up a table and have afternoon tea here when the flowers are in bloom.
You wanted to talk? What is it then?
I have a bit of a favor to ask.
Since you dragged me up here to talk in person, it must be serious. Well, let's hear it then.
It's not about me, it's Emma.
Hmm? It's a right sad story, but I can't see that working out between them anyway at all. I wouldn't give the poor girl false hope if I were you.
It's difficult. I don't know what's right or what's wrong. I do know that Emma is deeply in love with him, though. Our Emma. She's never felt this way before in her life. I fear she may never again. I do understand Mr. Jones' position, but I'm far more concerned about Emma.
Tell me then, how can I help her?
When I'm gone, look after Emma for me, however you can.
The pocket watch has been fixed, so I was asked to deliver it.
Why, thank you so much.
Is this the right one?
It is. There's no doubt.
Good day, miss.
I'm getting the doctor.
Oh, no. Mr. Stoner? Mrs. Stoner, your watch has been repaired.